Hello everyone and good morning to the visual class Ces Hmarkhawlien. So today, after a long days of lockdown due to COVID-19, so we have not been seeing each other for a long time, but today by God's grace, here our administrators has arranged for a visual class, especially for class 10s who are going to appear their HLC by next year. So today, in view of our students and our school academic progress, so here we are going to start a visual class today. But unlike the other online classes like YouTube and all, due to our technicians and non-availability of technicals and facilities, so we are going to start with a visual class today here. So here I am going to teach today for the first subject, English, which we have not yet touched in our school before lockdown. So just next to our lessons, we are going to the next class. That means from the first flight, English literature, lesson 3, the glimpses of India. Coorg. So dear students, as we could not take the class and we could not gather in the school, so please pay a heed to our visual class, but we may not be able to give a detailed information about all our subjects, but we are going to highlight briefly what are the important points, what we are going to learn, and what we are going to know. So today we are going to start from the lessons first flight Coorg. So please keep in touch with your book and open your book, since I am not going detailedly through all the pages, just to summarize for your knowledge. So let's start. Coorg, as you have been known, the glimpse of India. Our lesson will be the glimpses of India. Coorg. So I think you have already known about the lesson names Coorg. So we have here in Glimpse of India, we have two lessons, that is Coorg and Assam, tea from Assam. But the first one here, we are going to talk about Coorg. So Coorg is the name of a district in Karnataka. As it is written in the book, it is the smallest district in Karnataka. Plenty of coffee. Their main occupation is coffee plantations. And you have to know that this is one of the most important points of hill stations in India and very famous for its natural and landscape. So first, go through the headlines and go through the textual pages so that you may be able to know it clearly about all our lessons. But today we are going to highlight only a few points what you have to know here in this lesson. As I say that Coorg, where is it situated? The writer. So wherever you read your lesson, first you have to go. Who is the writer and who is the author? Here, locates abroad. Abroad wrote about this lesson. So he said that Coorg is a piece of heaven drifted from the kingdom of God. So the writer locates abroad regard that Coorg is a piece of heaven. So why he regard that Coorg is a piece of heaven? Why he said Coorg is a piece of heaven? Due to its natural beauty, due to its beauty, scenery and landscape. So he regard that this is a very beautiful place. So he said that it is a piece of heaven drifted from God's kingdom. Here written in the first page of the lesson. And where is it situated? In the midway of Mysore and coastal towns of Mangalore in Karnataka. And this is, you have to know that this is the smallest district in Karnataka. So the question may come, which is the smallest district in Karnataka? If the question comes that easily you can answer that this is the smallest district in Karnataka. So please note that. Then let's go. Then what the climates, regarding the climates, Coorg, what kind of climates, what kind of environment has this land? So this is mainly evergreen rainforest. So almost all through the year, the rainfall is plenty in this area. So what kind of climatic condition is there in Coorg if the question comes up? So evergreen rainforest. Please note it down. Evergreen rainforest. How many percent of this evergreen rainforest cover the entire land? This Coorg. So about 30%. About 30% of the entire land area was covered by evergreen rainforest. So that means the rainfall is plenty. But due to the plenty of this rainfall during the monsoon season, the tourists, the travelers, and the visitors dare to visit that place. Usually, almost every day, people used to visit all over the world. So, but during this rainfall, that means monsoon seasons, so due to the plenty of rainfall, they dare to visit this place. But the season of joy commences from September till March. So that is the previous question. HLC both questions. So mark it. When did the seasons of joy commence? So that is for 1 month. Mainly this lesson carries 1 to 2 months. You have to know that. Not above 3 months. It is a short answer time. All these lesson contains short answer time, mind you. So 1 month to 2 months. So mainly 1 mark and 2 mark used to come from this lesson. So what the probable question may arise here. Yes, about the climate we already talked about, and about the natures we already talked about. So now let's see again what kind of peoples are here, the inhabitants. So what kind of race, what kind of people, the tribal people or the Muslim or the Hindu people or the English people. Let's talk about the people, Coorg, who are Coorg. Generally there are two types of theory here. Theory, origins. Their origins is one, the first one is Greek. The second one is Arab or Coorg. So people, even the writers and the people believe that some people believe that they are Greek origins and the other believe that Arab or the Coorg origins. Let's talk about this, their origins, their descendants. Sorry, we don't have Cachar. Origin, people, that means descendant, Greek. The first theory is Greek origin. The second one is Arab or the Coorg. Why people say they are Greek origins? We are going to talk about first. Greek origins. So, in the time of Alexander the Great, have you ever heard? You may have heard in the history, I think so. Alexander, the great general of the Greek army. So, along with his army, moved to the south, along the coastal line. So, they reached the Coorg, the smallest district of Karnataka. They stayed here, they settled here, and married among the local women and inhabited here. So their return was impractical, almost impossible. So as their return to the Greek was difficult. So they stayed and settled here. They spent their life here. So intermarriage among the local women. So they made a home and settled there. So people believe that they are really the descendants of the Greek due to the general Alexander the Great army used to stay and settle there. Since they could not return back to the Greek, so they married along the local women and have a life here. Then the second theory goes like this: Arab origin. Why they are regarded as Arab origin? You may have heard that Arab, how they dress, according to their dress. D-R-E-S-S, dress. That means coat, long coat. Used to wear, the Arab people used to wear a long coat which have a waist on it. So, long coat. That is called kufiya, which which is worn by Kurds. Kufiya. Yes. Due to this dress, their nature of dress, these Arab people used to wear kufiya. That means kufiya is what kind of cloth? A long cloth, that is we call it drop. Which even in our Christian religions, our pastor, our priest used to wear the long black coat like that. It is similar, resembled. So they used to wear such kind of clothes in their dress. So according to their dress practice, it is really resemble with kufiya, which is worn by the Kurds people. So they are regarded as the descendants of Arab origin due to their dresses. But their religion was distinct from the Hindu mainstream. Distinct means different, not the same. So their main religion was not common to the Hindu mainstream. That means since they practice the Greek, similar to the Greek religions. So people used to believe that they are really the Greek origins, the way they behave, or the way they run their family, or the way they observe their traditions, culture, and all is similar to the Greek origins. And the next one is their dress is quite similar with the Arabs or the Kurds. So both the theories are believable. But we cannot point out this is the true one, this is the true one. Both we have to believe that according to the writers. So that is about their origins. Then next, what they have practiced. What kind of peoples are there? So Kurds is recorded Kurdi. Kurds, when we talk about Kurds, that means the place, and Kurdi. Kurdi, when we talk about Kurdi or Kudabu, Kudabus, so that means the people. So the Kurdi are regarded as the bravest among the Indian army. They are very brave, they are very bold, and their main hobby, their main interest is in martial art, like warrior men. So most of the peoples are interested in war, mainly. So they are keen to know about the story of the war and the practice of the war, and they are very brave. So yes, the Kurds regiment are the bravest army among the Indian army recorded. And they are the most decorated among the Indian army. Here decorated means decorated. Here means awarded, receiving many awards. Receiving maximum number of awards among the Indian army. So remember that. Whose regiment received a maximum number of awards among the Indian army? If the question comes, that means the Kurds regiment. So they have separate regiments. Since they are very bold and they are very brave and always ready, interested in war. So they are called warrior. So they used to receive a lot and maximum numbers of awards among the Indian army. And one point, Even the first chief of the Indian army was Coorg. Coorg, people of Coorg. His name was General Karyappa. General Karyappa. Mind it. Who was the first chief of the Indian army? If the question comes for 1 mark, so General Karyappa. He is from Coorg, so he is Coorg. So they have a great God even in the Indian army. So they receive many gallantry award, bravery award among the Indian army. They are the most decorated among the Indian army. So must remember it. Next, about their cultivations and plantations, as we already talked about the Coorg's plenty of coffee. So even the entire land was filled with a smell of coffee, invigorating coffee plantations. So their main occupation is coffee and spices are their main plantation visitations here in Coorg. And people used to visit. So yes, so people used to visit daily, almost daily, from far and wide, from a boat, but mainly within the joy season. As we already talked about within the joy season commences from September to till March. That means September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 7 months. As we call here in India, in our side, Northeast India, spring season. Commence from September to till March. Within this, maximum number of visitors used to visit this place. So, who are the main company for the visitors? The question may come. So, the company which give pleasures, presents, and which give comfortable to the visitors, like insects, butterflies, bees, and the flowers give company to the visitors. You have to know who give company to the visitors. That means butterfly, bees, insect give company to the visitors. The visitors, the tourists used to accompany it. That means they are in plenty to beautify the area and the land. So it gives more pleasure and refreshing mind to the visitors. That means the tourists. Then one more, what you have to know is, one here in this area, one of the most popular river is Kaveri. Kaveri River. This is the main source of rivers and the main lifeline rivers of the area Coorg. So here in this area, where does the river Kaveri obtain its water? So it obtains its water from the hills and the forests of Coorg. So 2017 or 18 board position, you have to mind it, note it down. So where does Kaveri obtain its water from? From the hills of and forests of Coorg. So this is a fresh water. So even it contains a lot of fish, like the main fish are mahasir, the large fresh fish in Coorg. What was the name of the fish in Coorg? Which is a plenty in abounding Kaveri, which is in plenty. That means the large fresh fish, mahasir. Mahasir. You have to know. That means the name of the fish are available and in plenty here in this Kaveri. So the water is fresh and the fish are in plenty. Mainly the mahasir, the fresh, the large fresh water here in this Kaveri River. Then the next one is the island. One of the main island here is Nisargadama. 2018 question. Nisargadama island. So Nisargadama is the beautiful island situated here in Coorg. So people used to visit these islands here. So how did they used to go to Nisargadama? So very interesting story here goes. To reach the Nisargadama, one must have to cross a rock bridge. Rock bridge to reach. So drop bridge, you may have known that drop bridge, the bridge which is like a hanging bridge, which can shake like anything. So it may be a careful bridge, but a beautiful one. So they made it beautifully. So they used to cross the rock bridge and reach to the Nisargadama. After they crossed the Nisargadama and reached, there was a beautiful hills called again here Brahmagiri hills. What is the significance of these hills? After islands, when they cross island, they can climb to the Brahmagiri hill station. This is the hills, the topmost hills here in this area. So Brahmagiri is very popular and very useful here in this area, since this is the place where they could overview all the entire area of this Coorg's land. The landscape, the misty landscape, the entire area, rivers and plains can be seen through climbing these Brahmagiri hills. So panoramic views. How did the visitors or how did the people used to have a panoramic views? By climbing to the Brahmagiri hills. So through climbing these hills, when you reach the top of the hills, so you may have seen the entire land area, the entire area of the land, the field, the hills, the rocks, such and such. So this is one of the most important hill stations, and the panoramic view can be happy to climb when we climb these Brahmagiri hills. And what kind of land structure? Let's see for the last point. So as it is written in the first line, first stanza, Coorg is what kind of land is Coorg? Land is a Coorg is a C-O-R-G. Coorg is a rolling hills. Remember, what kind of hills? What is the natures? What is the structures, or what is the physical geographical structure of this land? When we talk about, or if the question comes, Coorg is a land of rolling hills. Rolling hills means hill after hill, not like this plain area, hill to hill. That means full of hill, hill after hill. So it is the writer say that this is the rolling hills. Which land is regarded or called as the rolling hills? If the question comes, Coorg is called a rolling hills due to plenty of hills. So yes, that's all. Maybe so. As I say that we cannot go in details from page to page. We cannot go since due to limited and shortage of facilities. So please open your book, and after this we are going to upload the notes, the important notes which I have selected. So for your upcoming examination, please prepare it the important suggestion. Yes, take it as a suggestion for the HLC examination for your preparations also. So please go through the books, underline the important lines in the book itself, and practice, make a note. Do not depend only on the notes given by me or by the others, by your teachers. So I please once again request your kind attentions and sincerity and hard work, since we do not know when the school may be reopened again. This is God knows only. No one can predict. Even the world is, you see, dreaming day by day. We are under gloom. So no one can predict. when shall we continue or resume the class, proper class. So please stay sincere as you are attending the school itself, in the class itself. So please stay home and stay safe, stay free with your lessons. So we hope that if God grace, by God's grace, if the situation is good, so when the reopening days of the school, we hope to see you with complete learning of your lesson. So, and for the last once again, I almost forget what meaning is the main, the building block of the year lesson. What meaning? So all the what meanings are given in the text itself. So the way how the question will be set, as we already talked about in the class previously. So please do not ignore or neglect the what meaning. So just learn it by heart it. After learning the what meaning, go through the notes, go through the text, so that you will be able to understand, pops up with a lot of knowledge, so that our teaching, our small teaching, our little learning may be so effective. Thank you very much for today. So see you in next class.